Soft Papi versus King Kenny is happening. Now, who's going to win this fight? Well, before we talk about who's going to win this fight, let's take a look at the latest performances in which Soft Papi fought Amadeus Ferrari, in which Soft Papi dropped Amadeus Ferrari in round 1.
5-minute rounds. Oh, and he's dangerous, Ferrari.
But then both went back and forth, both landed some great shots in round 2. But then Soft Papi put a lot of punishment on Amadeus, and Amadeus ended up quitting on the stool at the end of round 3. Now after this, Soft Papi went on to fight the Wood Savage, in which Soft Papi dropped the Wood Savage 3 times and the rest of the fight in round 1.
Five shots this evening.
Complete different levels here. You know?
That's a 3 knockdown rule.
Now let's take a look at King Kenny's latest performances, in which he fought Anthony Taylor, in which Anthony Taylor will start off very fast early in the rounds, but then they will just hug. Anthony Taylor outlanded King Kenny, and obviously Anthony Taylor ended up taking it by decision.
Anthony, the pretty boy.
Now after this, King Kenny went on to fight Adam Brooks, in which King Kenny dropped Adam Brooks in round 1. King Kenny then dropped and put a lot of punishment on Adam Brooks, and the wrestling up and stopped the fight in round 2.
And there it is. It's time now. Oh, Kenny's ended it.
Now, this fight with Soft Papi and King Kenny is a pretty even fight, and it kind of reminds me of when Soft Papi was set to fight Slim. It's giving me those type of vibes because both Soft Papi and King Kenny are in a similar position, so it's basically a 50-50 fight because both men have 5 wins, except Soft Papi has 4 knockouts with 2 losses, which one of those losses did end by knockout, and King Kenny has 3 knockouts with 3 losses. And if you look at how active both men have been, well, Soft Papi has been really active, having 2 fights this year, and like how you just heard, he finished both of his opponents. And if you look at King Kenny, well, he only had 1 fight this year, and like how you just heard, he did manage to stop his opponent. So now, how's this fight going to go, and who's going to win this fight? Well, both men are at the highest level when it comes to influencer boxing. They have the experience, and they have shown that they have the skill set to compete at the highest level, and they managed to get some crazy performances throughout their career. But I honestly like Soft Papi's chances of winning this fight. I believe that he's the more calculated fighter, while at the same time being very good when it comes to being on the offense and putting some crazy pressure. So my prediction is that both men are going to have good success if they keep the range, as I see both men landing on one another, and I definitely see both men having a lot of success when it comes to countering. But I still believe that Soft Papi will be able to beat King Kenny if they keep the range, and I definitely see Soft Papi beating King Kenny when it comes to making it a high-paced fight and putting on a lot of pressure, as I believe that King Kenny doesn't do so well when fighters put pressure on him, as it doesn't allow him to get comfortable and it doesn't allow him to let off a bunch of combinations. So in the end, I do got Soft Papi winning this fight, as I see him outperforming and outboxing King Kenny.